Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to day 4 of lesson 6, all of learning about maps. And today we're going to read about maps, and then we are going to be doing a page in your social studies journals or your social studies workbooks. Okay, so this page. All right, so first you're just going to listen. Okay, so we're talking about the right kind of map. There are all kinds of maps. Ms. Poole's class went looking for a map. What kind of map was it? Today we made a map of our school. Ms. Poole gave us an outline of our map and a list of words. We filled in the map. Then Ms. Poole said, "Who likes to ice skate?" We all stared at her. What did ice skating have to do with maps? So there's Ms. Poole, and they're making their maps. So that's the map of the school. So look, they have all the different classrooms. That's Mrs. Lopez, Mr. Kelly, Ms. Poole, the boys in the girls' room, the nurse in the office, library, computer lab. Oh, down here's the playground. Mr. Miller, Mrs. Wong, and the multi-use room. And look, they have their compass rose. North, east, south, west. Never eat soggy waffles, remember? Now, you might remember on the wall in our classroom or in your classroom, there's usually a map of the school right next to the door, just in case of an emergency, so you know where to go. All right, so now, what does ice skating have to do with the maps? I will take the class ice skating, said Miss Poole, but first you have to find a map for me. We need a map that shows where the ice rink is. Here is a clue. The map is somewhere in our school. So we set off on a map hunt. First, we went to the library. At the library, we found a globe. A globe is like a map of the earth, but it is flat. A globe is shaped like a ball. It is a 3D model of the earth. A globe shows the shapes and sizes on earth. We saw land and water. We saw many countries. We counted 7 continents and 5 oceans. We saw areas of snow and ice, but we could not find the ice rink. So look, these boys and girls are looking at the globe. And I have a globe in my classroom that everyone always likes to look at. It's very interesting. So there's a map of the world, okay, that you would see on a globe. There's the 7 continents. North America, where we live. South America, which is south of us. Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica. And it also shows the oceans. The Pacific Ocean, the Arctic Ocean goes all the way across the top. The Atlantic Ocean, which is where we visit when we go down the shore, and it goes all the way down here. The Indian Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and the Southern Ocean. So this is like the globe. That's the world map. Here's a map, a state map of the United States of America, okay? So these are all the states, and Alaska is actually not connected to the United States, and neither is Hawaii. So that's why they use these squares to show us where they are. So here's New Jersey, where we live, and New Jersey is actually a really small state. They can't even fit the words New Jersey on it, so they just use an arrow. And there's Pennsylvania. Down here is Florida, where Disney World is. We see Maine, Texas, California. That's where my sister lives. So there are 50 states altogether if we were going to count them. And then you can also see the oceans that we border. So the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean, and then the 2 countries that touch our country, which are Canada and Mexico. Next, we went to Mr. Miller's room. He had a map of the United States on his wall. This map showed all 50 states. We found the state of California. We found the compass rose. We saw that Oregon is north of California, but we did not find an ice rink. Next, we went to the computer lab. There we found a big map of California on the computer screen. We saw where many mountains and lakes were on the map. We saw the rivers and cities on the map. We even saw the Pacific Ocean, but we could not find the ice rink. So this is a state map, and it shows the state of California. Now, if you see in the inset, it's also showing what the landforms are. So the green, that means it's all mountains. This like kind of beigey color is hills. And then this peach color means lowlands. So that's where, so all the mountains are up here, and down here it's like lowlands. And then also it labels the deserts. And the big cities, there's Sacramento, the capital with a star. And then there's mountains right here. And the rivers we see, and then also the Pacific Ocean. All right, keep going down. So here's a map of the community that they're going to find next. All right, our last stop was the school office. We saw one more map. It showed our town. We found the park west of City Hall. We looked on all the streets. There is the school on Hill Street. What else is on Hill Street? Then we found the ice rink. It is right next to the mall. We did it, Ms. Poole. Let's go ice skating. So look, here is the map, a community map or their town. So this one's an interesting one. So here is their school. And then to the east, if I use my compass rose, is the apartments and a store and the hospital. South of the school, if you go down South Hill Street, you see houses, a fire station, Hill Street Mall, and the ice rink. And that's what they were trying to find. Do you see other things on the map? I see a library and a park, and I see City Hall. All right, very good. Now, what you're going to do now, boys and girls, is you're going to get out your page 4 of your social studies workbooks, okay? So what you're going to do, it says, look at the maps that follow. Choose a map you would use for each. Write the kind of map in the blank, and then find a place on each map. So we're going to look over here. So you're going to use this page, and then these are the maps that you're going to use to answer the questions. The school map, the town map, the United States map, and the world map. And what you're going to do is you're going to answer the questions. So number 1 says, find your state on the map. Which map would you need? All right. Good luck, boys and girls. Make sure you take a picture of this and send it to your teacher when you're done. I hope you guys think maps are as much fun as I do.